Hello, whoever is watching this video. I felt inspired to make a video about voice because I got a question from a new friend of mine who asked me after I was channeling some overtone sounds in one of my quantum sound healing sessions in combination with ecstatic dance, and she asked me, so how have you learned this kind of overtone voice, how to use the overtone voice? And since I haven't learned it, I have just become it. It's just who I am. I felt inspired to make a video after that question because it's really relevant to talk about the voice at these times, since the voice, the way we are using the voice will change a lot in these times of Aquarius where we are in already. And as we are already in the fourth dimension, which maybe most people are not aware of yet, but it basically means that we are aware of the thoughts and the feelings as energies in the body. Is just becoming more aware of it, basically. And when we are evolving in these times, becoming more full expressions of our soul, so that we can more integrate our soul and spirit in our body, so that we can basically become more free and have a more direct connection to source energy, our higher self and the guides. They are basically the same in our body. In that process, we are becoming more and more aware of these thoughts and emotions that doesn't serve us, that is more that we have learned from the society, and also from karmic loops that we are repeating, depending on what we're going through in life. Of course, more or less it's related to codependency, of feeling that we are dependent on something external to us in order to be happy or feeling fulfilled. And now when we are moving more and more into these new times where we are realizing more that it's about the internal, what's within, and that will manifest outside, rather than trying to get the outside of us in a certain way and being dependent on how it looks like, but knowing the power within and how that will affect the life in general. So in these processes of this awareness of the fourth dimension, also the body is going through a lot of changes. And when you talk about the voice channeling, any kind of parts of your higher self, angelic selves of you, angelic guides, any kind of songs, light language, light codes, overtones, which I basically use a lot, and also light language, but mostly overtones, because this is reaching you on a cellular level in deep states of relaxation through the quantum field, which we are all connected to source, basically. And in that process, by becoming aware of what is inside the body, it's really like the subconscious mind in the body becoming more visible. So when we are in this process right now in the fourth dimension, becoming more aware of our inner power, our liberated self, and becoming more sovereign and responsible for how we want to feel more. In that process, all to become who we are is really about all the things that we are not has to come up to the surface, basically. So that's why many people do inner journeys, like with me, for example, when you go to a past life where you were living with these gifts. And in those lives, in more advanced civilizations like Atlantis, for example, where we were very much aware of this, and we knew who we are and our place in the cosmos in a relation to Mother Earth, our unique soul's expression, basically the uniqueness of our soul, which is very inspiring, is everyone is really unique in their soul. So the ability is really much more than what you have experienced. It cannot be learned. So the same thing goes with the voice. So the voice, like now in these times, is becoming more this through the awareness of the body and the release process of that, and allowing that to be expressed as a voice, no matter if it's talking and channeling information, or a sound or a song, soul song from the depths of your soul, is becoming more energy work. So the voice is becoming an expression of light. So in order for the light to be appeared and expressed through you, with your soul basically fully expressed through you, we also have to be aware of the stuck energies, or the energies that doesn't serve us, basically the thoughts, emotions, consciousnesses, energies in the body. They're all related to the same. So the awareness of that and really accepting what is and sitting with what is really about becoming your own master. So in that process, and allowing that as a teacher itself, allowing that feeling in the body as a guidance in itself, instead of having someone else outside of you as a teacher. Yes, we need each other as inspirations to and information to connect the dots, to share. That's why I also share these videos sometimes. But this feeling inside your body, what is calling your attention, without putting labels on it, but feeling it fully, and then allowing your higher self to do the work with you and the guides. And that is allowing the channel, your energy basically in the body, to be more open. And why would we want to be more open with the energy? Well, basically because then we are actually becoming more controlled, more fully embodying our own higher self in the body. It goes along with when you talk about the crystal body, when we are developing into more, becoming more crystalline. It's also like the crystals just means higher frequency integrated in physical form in minerals, just like we also are part of the minerals. So when we are becoming more aware of the dark sides basically in us, the stuck energies or whatever you want to call it, that wants our attention, and working with that directly and allowing the process of releasing that, the release process itself is the gift, is your gift, and it's where the voice becomes, expressing that as a voice becomes the energy work. So when you talk about light language, overtone sounds that I work a lot with, channeling in trance, these are all in states of going through consciously through the body, through the awareness and sitting with what is. So we allow the process by itself. So healing becomes also more in these times about your own connection, direct connection to the quantum field, your source, so that you know how to channel your own healing power into this world, your higher self into this world through your body, by having all of the energies that you feel that doesn't serve in the body, that doesn't allow flow, all of these as the keys, as an invitation for flow, for light. So that we need the darkness in order to bring the light through it. The light cannot be forced upon something that hasn't accepted the darkness. So yeah, these are the times that we are in basically, and there's a lot more to talk about this. You can see other videos below where I've been talking about the crystalline body more, and how Atlantis, the lives in Atlantis, how it's related to this time and my memories, and how it changed me and why it was important for this time, like all of the past lives and lives in other planets also. All of these galactic parts of us to be integrated more in the physical body as more open vessel, upgraded version of us, so that we can become a master of our energy. So using that energy in the body to as a catapult, as a fuel for the generator to be fully allowed, expressed through you. So when you're singing, normally maybe you have some techniques for to use how to get the voice through you with the feeling. But when it comes to channeling, when it comes to really not only you can leave out actually that word channeling. I'm really talking about your own soul's expression, your soul's fullest form, authentic form of expression of your higher self in the physical form. That is an open energy within. That is the service to this world that you are bringing down. That is the mastery of what is sitting with what is felt in the body and the process of it. So now I lost it. So yeah, so basically the voice becoming more a tool for transformation, a tool for working with energies to clear your own so that you can be of service in the world, basically. So the healing also becomes more a responsible way of your own connection to source, which will catapult any other things to explore consciousness or holding space for others. But it will not be so much about healing others. It will be about everyone taking their own responsibility for themselves and becoming a master of their energy like this. And that is the service, the offering that we can give to others with our unique expression of our soul. To know your soul and the expression of your soul and your soul's language and your soul's voice can only be found from within, of course, since it needs to come from experience. It cannot be taught. You cannot get it with inspiration from others, activations from others. It's really only others holding space for you to explore your consciousness, what's within your body, as your body has all the keys and the tools, information stored there. The Akashic records, when you talk about them, for example, it's your higher self, yes, and the guides, yes, but they're all actually in the body. The transformation happens through the body from the quantum field, and the subconsciousness, the access of information is stored in the body. So the past and the future, no matter how long time you talk about, how the length of the time that you are talking about, is all in the body right now. So even though you go to a past life, actually what you're doing is to clear energy right now at this moment of time. It's just about what's behind the curtains of what you see in the physical reality, and the body has all this, storing all of this. So it's a time when we are supposed to becoming more of our free, fullest expression through our body, and manifest life that we want from within ourselves, that serves the highest good, that serves our highest good. So yes, and becoming more direct link to the source in this way. So yes, there's a lot more to talk about this. So I hope that this gave you any idea about voice, why I'm working with the voice, what it means to open the voice. Is really, because that's really about becoming your voice, becoming who you are, expressed fully, without thoughts, without techniques, without having learned it. Just you, purely you, your soul, fullest expression of your soul, and knowing how to tune into what is and feel it, and allow the process of with your guides and your higher self to work through your body in this way, expressed as a sound, as a voice, as a overtone, or as a soul song or light language, light codes, whatever it is. It's your unique expression, your soul, fully, freely, with the free open energy here, with what is being felt and the process of that, releasing that, and the voice, allowing the voice through you. So you're not trying to make a voice, like when you sing, you're singing la like this, but actually the difference when you use it as energy work is like in this state, and it's just like flowing through you. You feel like you're open tube, so it feels like it's not you who's making the sound, but it's also you, because your higher self and the guides are you, but they are also not. So the same thing, yeah. And yeah, I hope this gave any insights about why we are working with the voice so much, and why this sound, the energy work with sound, is so important at these times, and why many people are drawn to it. And yeah, this is basically where we are moving into, more working with the voice, and even channeling information, so expressing that through the physical body, your higher self. So yeah, it's a really different thing, different reality. So many people might also lose their voice who have been singing before, because in these times they are called to go a little bit deeper and know who they are as a soul, in a soul level, and experience of that, expressing that through oneself more. And yeah, if you're interested in anything that I work with, the groups I have online, quantum sound healing groups, So these are also basically clearing the energy, and also how do you say, enhancing your psychic abilities, because it needs to come from clear energies from the physical body, with the soul body, mind body, and etheric body in a more balanced state. So I work with these crystal journeys in that way. And then inner journeys, of course, are individual. So yeah, and thank you for so much for watching this. And I'm also sharing some light language songs, and some songs from Atlantis that are channeling through me. You can also find them in this YouTube channel. Thank you for so much for today. See you another time. Bye.